Happy St. Patty's Day to all you potential drunk drivers, would-be wife beaters, and potentially entertaining police blotters and future aspiring obituarians. I present to you today Mudmouth. Mudmouth is made by Creekwater Spirits and is actually the child of performance artist musician Yelawolf. This drink, this is my long-form video review of, is whiskey with natural coffee and vanilla flavors with carbonation. Now, this bad boy, initially, my first purchase was for under $2. And I'm not talking $1.99. This thing was like $1.49. I was surprised. I'm like, I better get my hands on this thing. Not knowing who made it. Didn't know it was by Yelawolf. I just saw a drink that looked straight out of some fucking death rock, gothic gangster, vampire cowboy looking alternate reality. Look at the gold fangs on this bad boy. This is like the Howling Your Sister is a Werewolf meets Fright Night. I mean, that's what I'm getting right here. This is something they would order in the film Near Dark. And it even has a woo 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 woo. That sounded like Batman, but I was trying to do the Twilight Zone. It has a Twilight Zone swirly things right there. That's what we're looking at right here. Something like this, guys, the old English font, keeping it real, keeping it gangster, but like out in the desert. Something you'd find in the Inland Empire, Riverside County, California or something. Middle of nowhere, dude, out in the Texas desert, driving your car in the middle of the night like, whoa, I'm the fucking Night Rider. That's what this makes me feel like. It's coffee. So I'm prepared. It's a carbonated drink, so you're thinking more seltzer, 8%. That's a big boy right there. You know, usually with a big boy like that, you're gonna taste it right off the bat. So let's see what we got here. Ooh. Maybe I shouldn't have roughed them up before I got to know them a little more personally, you know? Sometimes roughing up doesn't count as foreplay. Now it's all over my hands. Luckily, I stashed my keys far away from my vehicle. Far away, so that if the cops roll up. So anyways, I just got a little of the suds off. Ooh, look at that. This is a beautiful can. I like to draw in one of my comic books. I have a drink called Black Plague. This would be something that would be right alongside that on the shelf in the cooler. You know what I mean? Let's give it a taste. It's the color of Coca-Cola. So let's see what we got here. Okay, right off the bat, the carbonation is very low. Just enough carbonation. You know, you definitely got a coffee soda, an espresso soda. Really strong off the bat. Usually you don't get that high alcohol taste until the very bottom of the can, or at least halfway through you start tasting that kick of an 8%er. But it is addictingly good. This is the kind of drink where you're gonna get a hotel room right across from the bail bonds. You know the one. They own the hotel, as a matter of fact. There's a soda machine outside, so in the morning you don't have to crawl that far. But you won't be crawling anywhere because you'll be getting processed right out of county, right out of Pinellas County, right out of Pasco, right out of Etowanda if you're in California, you know what I mean? But you're going to be getting processed out tomorrow morning if you drink a whole 4-pack of these, because they come in, as you saw, 4 of these fuckers, dude. These things are pretty intense, man. I'm ready to go to that Near Dark bar, dude, and dance across the counter and kick someone's throat open with my spurs. Not like I'm a guy that wears spurs, you know. Can't wear spurs without a cowboy hat. And I ain't messing up this hair with a cowboy hat, that's for sure. Unless the top's cut off, you know. So what we're going to do is do a little pour right here, okay? And I just so happen to have this cup. This cup is actually of my own creation. Originally, it was a Starbucks cup back in like 2008. This is all ballpoint pen drawing of my mother and my old dog, Sheila. Rest in peace to Sheila. She was a good girl. And you got my old house in the danger zone. That's Blanchard Place, Claremont. Got like a little house on the cul-de-sac with a tree that had like a branch shaped like a hand. I swear that thing was trying to crush my room because it was right on my room, just resting itself on there like a rigor mortis corpse hand. You know what I mean? And you got a shadow person right there. My house was known for its shadow people. Our last name up there, Dominguez, or Blanchard Place is what that says, right? No, that says Dominguez. Sometimes I can't read my own writing. It actually says Blanchard Place down there. This cup is very old. It's slowly faded over time. Like I said, this was ballpoint. You got that shadow person right there looking like a shadow Decepticon. But yeah, he's sucking the life out of this dude's mouth, you know? It's a little sus the way he's doing it, but you know how they roll. All those dark entities roll, you know? But yeah, so you can see the old Starbucks logo in there. I covered it with white primer. So what we're going to do, the inside's covered in paint. It's probably bad for me. Probably going to give me cancer. But at this point, I've ascended to like ultimate full ascension, Giga Chad Bugman with the processed foods. I only eat stuff out of a bag. And I basically pick what I'm going to eat based on whatever color I feel that day. If I feel blue, I might get a blue Mountain Dew. What is that? A Baja Blast with some Cool Ranch Doritos. That's probably what I'm going to eat. Most of the time, I live off ramen. That's how I look like this, dude. I get those little Franco Colombo little biceps. They're little tiny biceps, real like miniature golf 18th hole level shit, you know? So what we're going to do is we're going to pour this drink in here so you can see the pour, all right? First time this thing's been drank out of since I made it. It's fading. Nobody sees these things. I don't do art shows no more. You know, nobody cares. So what we're going to do is we're going to care about the alcohol because it's St. Patrick's Day, right? Let's get out our fucking shillelaghs, all right? Not on camera, but here we go. Let's see what the pour looks like. All right. As you can see, it's very light. Kind of looks like that water off the Suwannee River. For all you Florida fellas, that's some real Suwannee River water right there. Grows those alligators real big. Woo! Got some bubbles because I didn't. Yeah, you got a nice little healthy bubble. You got some suds in there, dude. Let me get a sud stash going on. Little suds going on. Got the suds. Alrighty. That's a nice fucking pour right there. So let's get this camera a little brighter. There we go. Whoa. Feel that divine intervention. Like, don't have another drink. Don't have a drink, Stealthy Steve. Johnny boy. Old Johnny boy, you get another drink, you don't know where you may end up. You know how it feels like to be cooking when those hot fields get eaten by red ants? What's in this cup? There's some substance.